Have you ever paid off your mom's car and retired her? This was November 2023. Starting 2024, my mom ain't working no scamming ass 9 to 5. If you desire to retire your mom, your dad, whoever, listen to what I have to say. If I had to make at least 10K a month, like my life depended on it, I would pick one high income skill that solves a painful problem. That's how I've been able to retire my own self back in 2022. That's how I've been able to just change my family's lives. One high income skill. Let me tell you what I would do. I would start a funding company. If you're like me, right? You desire to get to the next level. You desire to get richer. You desire just to have that freedom, not have to work for somebody else. You want to be your own boss. Listen to the rest of the video, take action on what I'm saying. So, this high income skill of having a funding company has allowed me to do things like make $27,500 in a single day. If that doesn't motivate you right there and you're working right now at your 9 to 5, you're working in your business right now, you're not making $27,500 in a day, I don't know what else is going to motivate you. If your mom is working that 9 to 5 job right now, you're waking up seeing her work it every single day, and you're not doing what you can to get her out of that cycle. You, by definition, are selfish, my friend. You are selfish. I want to help you get out of that selfishness. You owe it to yourself to maximize your resources, maximize getting richer so that you can take care of your family, right? Take care of those people around you. It also allowed me to do stuff like make $20,000 in a day, right? This is not uncommon when you have the system, when you have the right sequence, when you know what you're doing. So I need to ask you, let me ask you a simple question. Do you hate money? All right. Like, really think about it. Like, look at your situation and ask yourself, do you hate money? If you're not feeling empowered when I'm talking right now, if you're not feeling empowered, like, let's get richer, let's get more money, let's be able to get more freedom, let's be able to retire our mom, let's be able to do this, that, and the third, let's be able to not have to work for nobody, then you shouldn't be watching my channel, right? And I would encourage you to unsubscribe from me if you're not inspired, if you're not willing to put your life on the line to get richer and make as much money as possible so you could take care of those around you. It's not even about just flexing and bragging that you got money. It's about taking care of those around you. Like, really look at your situation, and you got to work on your self-awareness. Do you hate money? Right? Do you hate money? You got to ask yourself that. Are you satisfied with where you're at right now, or do you want to get richer? Are you satisfied with where you're at right now, or do you want to get richer? You have to have that burning desire to want to improve. You have to have that burning desire to want to get to the next level. You have to have that burning desire and be sick and tired of seeing your mom go to that 9 to 5. Right? It hurt my heart seeing my mom go work a 9 to 5. It hurt my heart. I have to go work my 9 to 5, right? I was working as a chemical engineer. I wasn't on no BS 9 to 5. Sometimes when people talk about 9 to 5, they're just like, oh, I was working a 9 to 5. Don't compare your 9 to 5 to mine. I was a chemical engineer. But anyways, if you desire to get better, this is literally for you. What's a painful problem and why is this whole business funding thing a painful problem, right? Or even just personal funding. Everyone needs money at any stage in their business. If you're trying to start the business, if you're trying to grow the business, if you're trying to scale the business, especially, you need capital. You need capital. And we focus on 0% interest capital. That's why it's more powerful. These are some additional reasons. Sometimes people got credit issues that are holding them back. Sometimes people make a lot of money, right? But they just can't get high limit approvals. Some of our higher approvals are people that tend to be the richer class. It's just that they might just have a couple negative items. So we go ahead and fix their credit. And then interest is an issue, right? That's why we target 0% interest. And what I'm going to say, just for the sake of the video, because I want to give y'all no excuses, we're going to pretend that I don't know all the credit stuff that I know. Like, I don't know no credit repair, none of that. Because some of y'all that's been watching me, you understand that I know the credit, the consumer laws. I know how to delete these items. I know what I know about litigation and all that, right? But I want to make it no excuses for y'all. So we're going to go in with the assumption that I don't have a pipeline of clients ready to go like we do right now, and we're just gonna go in like I'm just starting from scratch. So I just want to reemphasize that. We're gonna go with the assumption I don't know what I know about credit repair. So let's say let's say my clients had negative items. I would refer them to DIY AI software. If you go to catdiyrepair.com, you can go and use our AI software. It has the letters that we use for getting people's items deleted. So keep that in mind. So the biggest lesson here is you need to develop a high income skill that solves a painful problem. Getting high limit business credit cards at 0% interest is a skill, right? Because a lot of people, they'll have good credit, they'll go apply, and then they're worried why they're getting a 5 to 10K limit. We get high limits because of the connections we have and what we know. We know how to stage and structure the LLC. We know specifically people that work with underwriting that will allow us to get a higher likelihood of getting higher limits. All right, so this is how I would do it, just high level. Number one, I would help someone for free. So remember, we're acting like I don't have my pipeline of clients and I don't have no referrals or nothing. So I would help someone for free. I would get them an amazing result. I would record a case study video with them. And then I'm going to use AI to distribute content on different platforms. So, they got stuff like Opus Clip, and you can use different AI stuff. I got a marketing team that do my content. So I'm not going to tell y'all to go ahead and spend money with them and do all that. I'm just trying to minimize expenses for the sake of y'all on this journey of making 10K a month. So then I would offer the person I help for free or the people a referral share. I would let them know like, yo, we just got you $50,000 in funding. You see how, you paid me $5,000 for the 10% commission. What I'm gonna do for you, if you know a friend, people around you that do need funding, you send them to me. I'm gonna give you a 3% success fee. So let them know, like, okay, we get them $100,000, right? What's gonna happen is you just made $3,000 just like that using my connections, and you didn't have to do anything. So then you net 7,000 and you give them $3,000. Like you don't gotta be just like every deal I gotta make 10%, but just think about different ways of how you can do it. You need people in order to scale. People is what really helped me scale my funding business. So then, I would just close 1 to 2 clients at least 100K in funding. So that could potentially be 5 to 10K commission depending on the splits. Like I said, if you go 50-50 with somebody, if you do a 3% share, or if you get the entire share and you got your 10K commission. One big thing too, this is very huge because we're going in with the assumption that I don't know what I know, I don't have my connections and all that. I would invest in a mentor that has BRM relationships and I would go 50-50 with them, right? So this is something that I allow my students to do depending on the program. The program I'm telling y'all about today is going to be the starter funding program. And before we even continue, if you're watching this video up to this point and you not willing to make an investment in yourself, like click off my video. I'm talking to business owners. I'm not talking to poor people that's not willing to invest in themselves. So just to reemphasize that, so we get the poor people off my video. But anyways, we're assuming that I don't know what I know now and I don't have my connections. So that's literally what I would do. I know that y'all that's listening to this, y'all are like me, right? You want to get to the next level. You understand that you need people. You need people that have done it before you. So I would literally invest in that mentor that has a BRM relationships. I would go 50-50 with them, right? I'm going to give y'all opportunity for the same thing. So someone might say, this is what a poor person would say. The market is oversaturated and so many people are doing funding. Stop thinking like that. Stop having that poor mentality. Stop doing all that, right? If you're listening to the video at this point, you're watching the video at this point, I believe you're not that type of person, but I just have to say that out there just in case we have a little bit of poor energy trickling still. You know what I'm saying? But the main thing, you have to be different. Why are you watching me if you think you're regular like everybody else? Why are you watching me if you think you're average? I attract people that think highly of themselves, right? The people that I see in my highest paid programs, they think highly of themselves. They say they like the way that I articulate because I'm like a mirror for them. If you're thinking, oh, everybody's doing this, I don't know how I'm going to stand out and all that, be different. Stop being average, right? So just think about it like that. This is the reality too. My actual ability to make 10K at this point in my business is a lot easier than someone that's just starting out because, like I said earlier, I already have a pipeline of momentum as far as clients we served, as far as referrals. as far as what social media has done, whether it's through YouTube, IG, all that. We got over 10K IG people. TikTok is, I don't know how much is on there. I think it's almost 20,000 followers on there. And then YouTube, we're coming up on 10,000. I think we got like 9,000 ish subscribers. So I understand that my current pipeline and everything is going to be easier than someone that's just starting. But this is the lesson. The lesson is you need to start because I started in 2021. Like I said, some of y'all are basically where I was in 2021. If I knew, like, okay, cool, I just need to start, and within 1 year and a half, I'm gonna leave my 9 to 5, don't you think I would have started? Because I left in June 2022. I started in 2021. And this is the reality too. You rarely see results or momentum in the beginning. And this is why consistency is super, super key. Mindset and having a mentor is so important because it gives you that reassurance that it's going to happen. You don't know when it's going to happen, but you just know that it will happen. That's why having a mentor is important, right? And that's why you see that it's possible. You're able to do things like make $27,500 in a day. You're able to do things like make $20,000 in a day. If you want to get richer, like my students and myself, and achieve freedom and a happier lifestyle, I just want to show y'all what's possible, right? We have our CAT funding community. This is our community that I'm telling you about today. It used to be a $997, but it's now a $2,000 investment. It's still undervalued. But this is literally one of our students, Doc. He made $2,000 just based off of one client, and he got his client on a brand new LLC. 20K Business Inc. Chase card. He also got one of his other clients, I think like over 30, I think it was 32,000. So he's already basically generated over $5,000 being in the program in less than a month, right? So just keep that in mind. Oh yeah, so it's right here. So $3,200 was made in minutes, and he invested 997 because he took action quick. But like I said, it's 2,000 right now. It could be more expensive by the time you're able to tap in. But always remember, it's underpriced anyways. If you want to be like Khaled, one of my students, $50,000 card, right? You get your client a $50,000 card, you get a 10% commission. That's $5,000 made right there. And look at the theme, Michael's BRM Connect. Go back. What does it say here right now? Michael's BRM with Chase, right? What do we see right here? 75K from Chase. The plug came through. Michael's BRM Connect. So when you see this $20,000 approval, that's 2,000. $50,000 approval, that's 5,000. $75,000 approval, that's $7,500. You're seeing 2,000, 5,000, 7,500 made. You don't think you can get a couple of those each month and retire your mom? You don't think you can get a couple of those each month and change your situation? You don't think you can get a couple of those each month and stop being so selfish? Right? So just think about it, y'all. Like, just really think about it. He got a total pay of 18,000, right? So I was just showing the Chase as just the majority or just on one card, but total was made right there. What would y'all do at $18,000 right now? Think about it, right? Rich people want opportunities, poor people want guarantees. Y'all are not poor people, right? We got the poor people off the video. Rich people want opportunities, right? So you know that this $2,000 is nothing. It's pennies. I'm allowing y'all to enter my ecosystem. Somebody that's making hella money from this to be able to get to the next level. So just keep that in mind. Ali going crazy. He funded his client $150,000 for a 15K payout. So this is real, y'all. I just need y'all to understand, like, it's just on you if you're ready to go or if you're just ready to continue staying in your situation. So we went over how Ali, he basically had we scaled him to over 100K a month as well. So what I'll say in closing, click the link in the description to invest in the 2K funding program. If you just like a if you just on that just different mindset, and if you because I know we got some rich people watching. If you just one of those people, you're just like, okay, that's a starter funding program. The 2K is too cheap. I want to go with the higher program. You can go ahead and grab our 5K program. And if you want one of the higher tier programs, we do have a pretty higher 5-figure program that's working with me one-on-one. But for now, go ahead and grab the 2K program, or I'll have a link in the description if you want to see if you qualify for the 5K program, the 5K mastermind. With that being said, what you gonna do for your future? Figure it out, and just keep watching my videos if you're not ready to go. Y'all have a blessed one.